Hi Cubs, today I'm going to be teaching you how to sew a badge on your shirt or your campfire blanket. To sew on your badge, you're going to need a pair of scissors, some thread. It should be in the color of your badge, but if you can't get the same color as your badge, white or black will be just fine. You're also going to need your badge. I don't have a badge, but I'm going to demonstrate on this piece of material. And you're going to need 2 pins to help secure your badge down, and you're going to need a needle. You're going to start by taking your badge and placing it where you want it to go on your shirt or your campfire blanket. Then you're going to want to secure it with your pins. You must take the 1 pin and go from top to bottom, and then make sure it's nice and straight and take your other pin from side to side. So it goes in, under, and through. Right, now I've got my pins, which is going to help me keep my badge nice and straight when I'm busy sewing. Next, you're going to take your thread and cut a piece. Make sure it's long enough to go through your whole badge. So what you want to do once you've cut your piece of thread is you want to knot the end, so when you pull it through your needle, it's not going to pull through on the other side. Alright, so to knot it, there's many ways you can do it. I'm just going to show you a way that I think is the easiest. So you're going to take a piece of thread and you're going to wrap it around your second finger like 4 times, alright? So you've got it like that. Then you take your thumb and you rub back and forth. And what you're doing is you're basically knotting all the strings together when you do that. Then you take this, the top part, and you're going to pull down. And when you pull down, it should have knotted your end like this. If you want, you can neaten it up by cutting that little end part off, so you've just got the knot over there. But I think I'm going to leave it like this because I'll show you how I hide it underneath the badge. So you're going to take your needle now. Take your needle now and you're going to thread it through your needle like that. And once you've got that done, the first stitch you're going to do, you're not going to go all the way from the badge to the blanket. You're just going to go underneath the badge. I always start in a corner. So you're going to go underneath the badge like that. So basically, when you pull, your knot is going to stay on the inside of your badge. So I've got my first stitch, which is just hiding the knot underneath the badge like that. Depending on if you are left-handed or right-handed, you're going to take your non-dominant hand, so the hand that you don't write with, and you're going to use it to hold your shirt or your blanket, and you're going to scrunch it up so that you're close to the badge, so your fingers are touching the badge. It's going to help you sew your badge on easier. Now you've got your thread. I'm going to show you the in and out method to thread. So basically, you just go in and out along the edges. You want to be careful, do it slowly so that you don't hurt your fingers. So you go push it through slowly, and then you go underneath and you're going to pull it. I'm just showing you how it's coming out. But you would just leave it like this. You would leave your hand like this, and then you would just feel for the hole again. And you're going to come out on top. So you've got one tiny little stitch there. It's okay if it's not perfect. Right, and now you're going to do another stitch. You can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. If you make them smaller, if you make your little stitches smaller, it just means that your badge is going to be more secure on. So your non-dominant hand is holding the material and your right hand is going under and through and going back in and around the pin. Let me just pull that, and it's going back through the hole. All right, so you keep doing that stitching until you go all the way around your badge. Now, I'm not going to go all the way around. I'm just going to explain to you what to do so I can show you how to finish it. When you're finished going all the way around, you need to end it off. Otherwise, your thread's going to pull loose and all your hard work is going to come undone. So this is one way that you can do it. We're going to flip our badge over to underneath, and we've got, you can see where the thread's coming through. Now, you're just going to take your needle and you can go forwards and backwards in every direction close to where that thread came out. So you're going to go forwards and backwards in every direction where that thread came out, going in different ways. And this is one way that you can knot it. You need to do this quite a few times. I would say maybe 10 times, and you can even go through the little threads that you've put there and knot it like that as well. Once you've made sure that you've knotted it enough, you're going to cut this extra piece of thread off. Like that. And there you go. You sewed on a badge. Your end result, if you've done it right, will look something like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. See, I went off a little bit on the side. But try and make your stitches all the same size. So you decide how big you want it and then stick to that size.
Hi Cubs, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a sock bunny. So first we're going to show you the things that you need. You're going to need some rice, you need a sock, a glass, 3 elastic bands, a pair of scissors and a marker or pen. Okay, to start off I'm going to put the sock into the glass like this, just for support when we pour the rice into it. You can use an old sock, but remember it can't have holes in it, otherwise this rice that we're going to pour in is going to fall through the bottom. You don't need much rice. About a cup should be fine. I'm going to put in a bit more because I want my bunny to be bigger. Once you have some in, just shake it around. Feed some more of the sock in. Right, okay. Now it's like that. Put it out of the sock. Out of the glass. It looks like that. Don't need the glass anymore. So now, find the point where the rice ends. We're going to put an elastic band over that. I have to go around a few times to make sure it's tight. Right, so this is the bunny's body. Now we need to make a head for him, so what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze it so give a bit of a gourd shape. So now we have a head and we have a body. So now we need another elastic band to keep them apart. So this part can be a bit fiddly. Wrap it around a few times, make sure it's tight. So now we have body and a head. Now the last thing the bunny needs is a tail. So we go to the back, we squeeze a bit together, take our last elastic band, we wrap it around. So now this is the basic bunny shape. The last thing we're going to do is you're going to cut the top of the sock off, hopefully to get rid of the heel shape, because that's going to mess up the ears if you leave that in. Okay, this is the basic shape of the bunny, little tail at the back. Okay, so I'm not going to show you how to decorate it now. I'm going to show you one I made earlier because I want you guys to be creative. This is one I made earlier. As you can see, I carved the ears out so they actually look like bunny ears. I drew a face on him, and I gave him a little ribbon around his neck. So you can do whatever you want when you decorate yours. You can draw a pattern on it, you can stick sequins and glitter and whatever you want. Just be creative. Alright. So now this, like I said, you can use it as a door stopper, you can use it as a paperweight. There are many uses for this, otherwise it can just be a nice little toy or decoration.
Hey guys, it's Caitlin here. Today for the craft we're going to be making a pet rock. For this craft you're going to need a fine liner, a pencil, a few paintbrushes, a rubber, red paint, black paint and white paint, and a paint palette or a paper plate. And then you'll also need a glass of water for paint to dip your paintbrushes in. And also you will need a cover for the table that you're going to be using at. Okay, so for this pet rock that we will be doing, the first instruction is to go outside and go and get a rock. For this specific pet that we will be doing, you need quite a triangular one. You need to wash it, or if needs be, soak it in a little bit of water so you get all the dirt off before you start painting. You need to dry off your rock and place it down when it's dry on your cardboard to protect the table, and you need to get all your stuff that you need to start off your pet rock. You need to get all your paint ready. So you need a little bit of red paint, a little bit of white paint, a little bit of black paint, dark grey, so you basically mix black and white together, but a little bit more black than the white, and then light grey, so you put more white in that than black, because we'll be making a shark. You'll be painting the whole top of the rock white to make a surface so you can write or draw over the white paint so you can get the shapes that you need to make the shark. Once you've painted the whole top of the rock white, you need to wait a bit so it dries, so it's not as sticky as it is. Once it's dry, you need to be able to touch it without getting white paint on your finger. Once you've got your face done, then you get the dark grey paint and paint on the outside of all the things that you've drawn in. Once you finish this, then the next thing you'll do is the ring around its eye. For this, we will have to put a little bit of black paint into the dark grey to make it darker. Once you've done the dark grey ring around the eye, then we'll need to fill the white hole in the middle with black paint. Once you've done the eye, then we'll move on to the mouth area. This will be filled with light grey paint. Once you've done the light grey paint area, then we'll move on to the mouth. In between the teeth will be red. Once you've done the mouth area in between the teeth with red, if you need, you can go over with a second layer of red to make it more stronger. Then we'll move on to the ring around its mouth with red. Once you've done the ring around the mouth with red, then you can fill the teeth and the mouth in with more white to make the edges more cleaner. Once you've done this, you have successfully done your pet shark. When you have finished this, you need to put it outside or on a table somewhere else that it could dry, and then you have to clean up your surface. Once the rock is dry, then you bring it back inside or bring it back in, and you could give it to a family member as a present. Here are some other ideas that you could do. You could make a little bear or a fox or a little campsite area, because everyone's missing camping now.